Everybody, Moo here. Hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas season. I hope you had plenty of time to kind of hang out with your friends, your family, all the people you care about. I hope you got all your shopping in for them and for yourself. You know, if you were in the market for some gaming hardware, some games, whatever it is. This is a gaming channel. Of course, I'm going to be a little bit biased towards that, but I think, you know, on a tangent here, the Americans really do it right with their Black Friday because it comes before Christmas. You know, you get all the awesome deals on all the electronics, whatever, the clothes, whatever it is you're after, and then you're ready for the season of giving, the Christmas season, right? Well, in Canada, our equivalent of Black Friday is called Boxing Day. We do have Black Friday here, but it's nowhere near as good or as big as in the States. So our equivalent is Boxing Day, which comes the day after Christmas. Who cares? All the shopping, everything has already been done. All the gifts have been handed out. Everyone's already happy. You're going to have the biggest sales of the year the day after Christmas? I don't know. I'm a little biased here. I think the Americans are doing this one a little bit better. But anyways, New Year's is also fast approaching, only a few days away here. And I want to wish you guys the absolute best 2019 ever. If you guys want financial success, whatever it might be, career-wise, school-wise, travel, health, whatever it is, I hope you manage to accomplish your goals, your lists for 2019. And I'm going to start you off here with the leaks for January 2019. I know this is a moot point. It's not really all that important, but we have the information thanks to Tsum Tsum, and we are very grateful, of course, because, well, no one has to do the data mining, but they do, and it's very beneficial to us because we get to know what's coming ahead of time. And for those of you that haven't hard traded or are just playing the game, you know, at your own pace and just collecting coins by actually playing the Tsum Tsum, it's very useful to you to know what's coming and what you should be spending your coin on. And as you can see, we are getting a Lilo and Stitch, and we're getting some new Kingdom Hearts, Tsum Tsum, namely Kairi and Aqua. I do have preview videos for all of these Tsum Tsum that I thought were relevant and decent, at least average or above average. Some of them will not have had a video, and that's why I don't think they should be included because, well, they're not above average. So they're kind of just reskins of weaker Tsum Tsum, and they were not on the list. But Aqua is going to be there. Dr. Jamba is going to be there. We're going to have Wild Stitch, of course. He's kind of one of the main characters in here, but in my opinion, Aqua is kind of the most useful out of the bunch. And again, those SL6 preview videos are going to be available for you to watch right away. So awesome in that regard. One thing that I would like to include though is these Tsum Tsum came out about 3 months ago, if I'm not mistaken, on the Japanese servers, and well, I'm pretty sure the Marvel Tsum Tsum came way before that. And on that note, despite the fact that I love Kingdom Hearts, it's fantastic, I really was hoping to get the Marvel Tsum Tsum because, well, they're due, and they're fun, and they're awesome, and they're super strong, Spider-Man especially. So, that's kind of a little bit of a bummer, but not to worry, there are plenty of good Tsum Tsum for you to acquire, either from the select boxes, the capsules, and the event itself. So we're just going to go over a little bit of that stuff right now. Excuse me. So as you can see, the first select box is going to have Theatrical Mad Hatter, Surprise Elsa, MU Mike. Those ones are very, very strong, especially MU Mike. He's definitely top tier as far as the coin earnings are concerned. Theatrical Mad Hatter used to be extremely good, but with the release of all these new and powerful Tsum Tsum, I think he's kind of been relegated to above average. Like, he's still very good, but there's much better Tsum Tsum to be had, and MU Mike is certainly one of them. I love Lumiere and I love Sully. Lumiere is awesome because he has the same kind of ability as the Parade Tsum Tsum, which essentially means that the moment you tap his ability, he instantly re-enters Fever Time, and that is particularly useful at the lower skill levels because, well, at SL1, he's not going to be hitting for very much, and he's certainly not going to be hitting for enough to get you back into Fever Time. So the fact that that's kind of built into his skill is vastly beneficial for getting better score and more coin at the lower levels. Sully is just super, super good for all the events, because this event and all the other events before it inevitably had a mission where you had to create super long chains, like 30, 40 plus chains. They probably had a requirement for large Tsum Tsum, and he kind of just does it all. So super, super useful to have at least one copy just for events in particular. He's not very strong for coin or score, but he's exceptionally good for events. The other select box is going to have Happy Snow White, Cinderella, and Scar, and Blue Fairy. Those are kind of the stronger of the bunch. Elsa used to be incredibly good as well, as you guys probably know, but again, she has been relegated to a lower tier level because of all the powerful Tsum Tsum that have been released over the years. And I like Happy Snow White. Cinderella is, of course, the best scorer in the game, and because the select boxes only have 10 Tsum Tsum in them, it means you can really target the ones you want. And if you're still missing copies, this is a very good opportunity for you to get them. Blue Fairy is very powerful, a little bit hard to learn. We do have videos on all of those. Of course, all you have to do is kind of search through the channel. There's hundreds and hundreds of videos, and they're there for you to kind of check out, maybe learn something from. And of course, I'm still actively answering all your questions. So if you require additional clarification, because I'm not particularly good at explaining stuff, I would be more than happy to answer those. The capsules. These ones are highly sought after because, as you guys already know, when you buy out the capsules in full, you get a skill ticket, which is the most valuable currency in this game because it lets you apply one instance of a Tsum Tsum, one copy to a Tsum Tsum of your liking. So you can level them up by one, and because you can target it, especially in the early stages of the game, if you're new to the game, that is absolutely invaluable. I would say a skill ticket when you're starting fresh is probably worth upwards of 2 million coin each, just because again it lets you target the Tsum Tsum you're after and get them to SL3, and most Tsum Tsum start becoming very useful at SL3, and of course as you get closer to SL6 they become increasingly more powerful. So what can you find in these capsules? Well, you have Peter Pan, Maleficent Dragon, Ariel, and Jasmine. Ariel and Jasmine are very strong coin earners for beginners because they're very easy to play and there's not much timing or anything that you really need to worry about because they charge very quickly. They hit relatively large areas and you can enter a fever time really quickly, or like without even having to really think about it. It makes it very easy to play. Peter Pan is of course incredibly strong for coin, especially if you are comfortable with using gyro. Maleficent Dragon is one of the best Tsum Tsum in the game, period. A little bit more difficult to play, and you do need a proper phone to kind of make use of the refresh times and everything to really get the full effect of what Maleficent Dragon is all about. But I would say that capsule in particular is very strong. Also, the previous Kingdom Hearts Tsum Tsum, Sora and Riku are going to be in that one as well. And we have a couple weaker links at the bottom there in Pirate, Clarice, and Scrump. The second capsule is pretty weak. I'm not going to lie, but the major benefit of the second capsule is going to be that the new Tsum Tsum are in it. So if you are looking to kind of complete collections and make sure you have at least one copy of each, you're certainly going to be able to take full advantage of that capsule to get Dr. Jamba, and then all the other new ones, at least one copy is going to be in there. Let's just see once the carousel flips back there. Yeah, one copy of Dr. Jamba, one of Wild Stitch, and the other one. I'm sorry. It's white on white. It's really hard for me to read. And other than that, again, the other ones are a little bit weak. Lido's kind of weak. Rapunzel's kind of weak. Wonderland Alice is all right. The original Stitch is decent. But again, that second capsule, I would only target it if you are a completionist and you need to have at least one copy of every Tsum Tsum in your collection. Otherwise, I would probably skip it. Unless, again, you just have the funds lying around and you want that skill ticket. That skill ticket is, again, incredibly valuable, and you should probably get it if you can afford it. So, as far as the event goes, well, it's the same old stuff. You make do with the missions that they give you. You make long chains, you create time bubbles, you know, you kind of collect whatever it is they want you to collect. You get your tickets, your premium box tickets, your skill tickets, and of course those are very valuable if you are low on resources, or if you're a new player in particular. And of course, there is a pin at stake. So as you guys know, when you complete the event, you will be presented with an additional token of something, a token to show that you have completed this event. And the pins are generally sought after for the same completionist reasons as having one of every Tsum Tsum at the very least. So as far as when these things are happening, you guys probably already noticed all the capsules, the select boxes have their times and dates on them. The sales for the rubies and gold is above my head, so if you want to support the game directly in that way, make sure to take full advantage of those, because, well, direct financial contribution helps to keep the game going and helps the developers to copy paste Tsum Tsum from one month to the next and not give us the Marvel Tsum Tsum. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the video there. All the information is available here. Again, massive shout out to Tsum Luke for doing all this stuff. And again, I hope you guys have the best 2019 ever. So that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for your likes, your subs, and your viewership. I appreciate it very much. I'll see you guys next time.